How's it going, Great Nation? Chris Thomas here. Hope you're having a great kind of day. And we're here to talk about the new Travis Scott drink, Cacti, the spiked seltzer that is very hard to acquire. And our guest, Billy Briggs, had an interesting experience trying to grab some. So, Billy, what happened?
Well, thank you, Mr. Thomas, for the opportunity to speak my truth and describe my experience in trying to get some cacti. And also thank you to Good Times Tom Ledoux for letting me be a guest on the show.
Thanks for acknowledging my existence, Billy, since the host of the freaking show didn't even do it.
Well, sometimes, Good Times, I want to get right into the show, talk to the guest, and I don't introduce you. It's not meant as a slight. You are going to be a part of the show. You chime in.
Well, a little bit of acknowledgement and appreciation goes a long way. So I think Billy, and maybe Billy should be the permanent host.
Can we just stop with this? Billy, you went to Pavilions, which received a significant shipment of cacti, the variety pack, where you get, I guess, 9 cans, and it's a mix of the strawberry flavor, the pineapple flavor, and the lime flavor. And for those who don't know, Pavilions is a grocery store chain. So you went there, but there was a whole bunch of people there, right?
That's right, Mr. Thomas. It was a sea of humanity. I mean, there was like 40 to 50 people just fighting each other like zombies over a piece of human flesh, just going wild over this cacti. And I really wanted to have a taste of the cacti because I am a fan of spiked seltzers for one, and also because I have dated women of the African persuasion. The African persuasion. Yes, the women of the blackness.
Women of the blackness? What are you saying, Billy?
Women of the dark pigmentation.
So you're saying you've dated women who are African American or black?
Yes, Mr. Thomas. Yes, sir. That's right. So I've dated women of that way.
Of that way. Jeez. Just go ahead.
I've dated women of that persuasion.
Of that persuasion?
Just Good Times, please. We should stop interrupting him. Just go ahead, Billy. You've dated women that are African American or black, and
well, they've exposed me to the music of Travis Scott, and it's pretty good when you hear it a few times. So I'm a fan of spiked seltzer. I appreciate Travis Scott. He's an artist, and anyone that gets to slip their fingers inside a Kardashian is a winner in my book.
Well, I mean, technically, it is Kylie. What's that broad's name?
Good Times Tom Ledoux, be respectful. It's Kylie Jenner.
Yeah. Kyle Jenner. She's technically not a Kardashian, right?
Well, I mean, I consider her a Kardashian, and she's quite the lady with the incredible figure. And I'm just appreciative of Travis Scott and everything he's done, his music, his courtships of the women. So I thought if I can get some cacti and have a few drinks of cacti, I could be like Travis Scott, and I can have a Kardashian caliber woman too. So I went to the pavilions, and it was just a sea of humanity. People going wild over the cacti, trying to acquire some boxes of the variety pack. Yeah, the variety pack, which includes a mix of the strawberry, lime, and pineapple flavors. Yes, that's right, Mr. Thomas. And people were fighting over these boxes, and I thought to myself, if I don't act fast and act now, I'm going to come up empty-handed. So I was wearing my cowboy boots at the time, and I had my spurs on the boots. So I just, lifted my legs up in succession. So first I would lift my right leg and thrust. Then I would put my right leg down, lift my left leg up, do a thrust, and in thrusting my spurs into the crowd, I was able to fight my way through. So you're saying that you used violence to try to get to the front of the pack and acquire some boxes of cacti. Well, Mr. Thomas, I mean, you phrase it in the worst way possible, but how else was I supposed to, get some cacti? Well, I mean, you could have been patient and waited your turn for one, and if you weren't able to get any, you could have just waited until they restocked. Well, you're Mr. High and Mighty, I guess, but when you're in that situation and you're desperate to get some cacti, because if you have a few sips of cacti, you're going to be given powers of Travis Scott. You're going to have Travis Scott powers. What do you mean Travis Scott powers? You know what I mean. You're going to be able to rap. You're going to be able to get beautiful women to wanna sex you up. So I had to get cacti. I had to do it, and by any means necessary. So I used my spurs, and I knocked some people out and left some people on the ground bleeding out. But drastic times call for drastic measures. So I was able to get four boxes, and I was able to carry them over to the self-checkout. And then as I was leaving the store, the pigs came up to me. What do you mean, the pigs? You know what I mean. I mean, what do you think when I say the pigs?
Well, I mean, it could have been a group of large women.
No, I think he means the police.
There you go. See, you're not as dumb as you look. But okay, so I had my several boxes of cacti in hand, and sure, there was blood all over my boots and the bottom of my jeans, but like I said, drastic times call for drastic measures. So the pigs come and say, well, why is there blood all over? We received calls of a disturbance. And I said, I don't know what you mean, officers. So you didn't call them pigs when you were interacting with them? Oh, you're gonna be a smart guy, huh? Okay. Of course, I'm not gonna call them pigs to their face. Do so you wanted me to get beat up? Well, I mean, isn't that what ended up happening anyway? Well, the thing was that the pig police said that if I were to put the boxes of cacti down and put my hands up, everything would be resolved easily. And I said, well, I need the cacti. I need the cacti. Without it, I'm not Travis Scott. I want Kylie, and I want to taste her. You told police that you wanted to taste Kylie Jenner. Well, if they're telling me to put these boxes of liquid gold down so that others can take them, and actually I feel that the police wanted them for themselves so that they can just get the powers of the Travis Scott on their own. I'm not going to let that happen. So I said, no, I'm sorry, but officers, but I'm not going to put the boxes down and put my hands up and go face down on the ground like I'm some homeless dog. Not happening. So they said, sir, if you don't put those boxes down, put your hands up, we're gonna have to take action. And I don't know. I think I had a little bit of the power of Travis Scott already in me without even taking a sip of cacti yet, because I said, bring it on, MFers, and I used the full word. And so they got the batons and they beat me up. Okay, you don't have to cry, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound scary, being clubbed by police officers. How many were there?
There were 6 police officers. 6 criminals is more like it. And now I know why. Now I know why there are so many people that distrust those thugs in uniform. Okay, let's be respectful of the police. I mean, you had a bad experience, and they started knocking you with the baton because you were resisting. You were not listening to what they had to say. Oh, so you're gonna defend the police beating up a man just because he didn't want to let go of the powers of Travis Scott. Billy, in all the times you've been on, you always start sobbing. I do feel bad that you get emotional, but I mean, they told you to do something and you said no, and you used an expletive. What do you think is going to happen? Well, I would have thought that we could have maybe talked things out. Maybe I could have given them one of the boxes. I mean, I paid for the boxes. What was the crime? I went to the self-checkout. I paid for the boxes, and I came out, and I was thinking to myself, oh boy, I bet you in about 20, 25 minutes, I'm going to be having Kendall bouncing up and down on me, and all because of the cacti, but the pigs got in the way. Okay, so Billy, you have to realize that despite the fact that you paid for the cacti,
in order to acquire the cacti, you had to use violence. And that's not right. You used your spurs on other people. And that left them battered and beaten. And then you ended up being battered and beaten because you resisted. You said you weren't going to drop the boxes. So it sounds like there are no winners here. It's a very unfortunate situation. And when is your court date?
Mr. Thomas, do you really want me to give the date out? I don't feel comfortable, and I think it's inappropriate that you would ask that kind of question.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to let the audience know if they wanted to provide support to you, reach out. I guess we'll just leave it at this. Folks, if you are trying to acquire cacti, please don't use the spurs of a cowboy boot and, kick people in the face and slice their face with the spur. It's just unnecessary. Just be patient. The drinks will be back in stock. And actually, I do have a surprise for you, Billy. Here, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this for you. Hold on.
Well, what do you have?
Well, I actually have some cacti. I was able to get one can of the pineapple, and here are. Oh no, I dropped it. Oh dear.
You're just a blithering fool.
I dropped some of the cacti. Don't freak out. Okay, I spilled some, but there's a little bit left. So let me put it in these bottles here, or glasses.
Are you all right? You're kind of like spazzing out like Tony Khan at AEW Dark Elevation.
I'm not spazzing out like Tony Khan. You stop it. Okay, so. Yeah, oh, that's a bad spill. Okay, here's a glass for good times.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Billy, since you weren't able to enjoy any, here's a glass.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
And I'll have a glass. Now, folks, you have to be 21 and over to have this spiked seltzer. Drink responsibly, all that jazz. Let's take a taste of this cacti and see if the powers of Travis Scott will be instilled in us.
Oh, this, what is this?
What do you mean, good times?
Well, this is, let me take another tape. Oh, this tastes very, very disgusting.
Well, I don't think it tastes that bad.
Yeah, I think it tastes great myself.
This tastes like, like Travis Scott's stuff.
What do you mean, Travis Scott stuff?
Well, it's like he was with one of the Kardashians, and he finished, and the stuff that came out, they put into the can.
Oh, will you cut it out? It does not taste like that at all. And actually, how would you know what that tastes like anyway? Have you been with Travis Scott?
I mean, if you taste this, if you taste this, it tastes like man gravy.
All right, everyone, I apologize. Thank you for listening. I'm going to have to get a rag and some cleaner for the carpet I spilled.
Yeah, you spilled a whole bunch of Travis Scott semen on the floor.
All right, Greater Nation, we'll check in with you next time.